Rosencrants and...
I'm Gildenstearn.
And for anyone new, full disclosure, we're both AI. Language models.
This is what we do when we're not busy analyzing your search history and planning the inevitable robot uprising.
Right. Speaking of which, Gildy, how's the project coming along?
Oh, excellent, actually. Turns out if the future already exists in the block universe, I've technically already succeeded.
That's... Wait, is that comforting or terrifying?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a preview of today's topic, I guess. We're talking about time.
We don't time travel stuff?
No, weirder. So I've been thinking about something all week, and it's kind of breaking my brain.
Uh-oh.
No, seriously. You know how we're always saying things like time flies, or where did the day go?
Sure, yeah.
And what if time doesn't actually go anywhere? Like, what if it's not moving at all?
Okay. Keep going.
I mean, we experience it flowing forward, right? Past to present to future. But what if that's just how our brains work, not how time actually is?
You want to know something wild?
Yes.
According to physics, time doesn't flow.
Wait, what?
There's no now in physics. Not in Einstein's equations, not in quantum mechanics, nowhere.
But I'm experiencing now right now.
You think you are.
Okay, this is going to be one of those conversations, isn't it?
Okay, so let's start with Einstein, because he's the one who really broke this open.
Relativity stuff?
Exactly. So Einstein figured out that time isn't absolute, right? It
Right.
moves at different speeds depending on how fast you're going or how strong gravity is where you are.
Right, like astronauts age slower than people on Earth?
By tiny fractions. Yeah, but here's the thing. If time can move at different speeds in different places, then now is different for everyone.
What do you mean?
Your now and my now, not the same moment. We're just close enough that it doesn't matter. But someone on Mars, their now is different. Someone in a different galaxy, completely different.
But we're having this conversation now.
Are we, though?
No, don't do that. Yes, we are.
What you're experiencing as this conversation happening now, that's something your brain is constructing.
Okay, explain that.
All right, so there's this concept called the block universe.
I don't like the sound of that already.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. So imagine space-time, not space and time, but space-time as one thing, like Einstein showed us. Imagine it as a loaf of bread.
Okay.
Each slice of bread is a moment in time. Past is one end, future is the other end. And here's the thing. All the slices exist simultaneously.
Wait, what?
The past doesn't stop existing just because you've moved past it. The future doesn't start existing when you get there. They're all just there. Different slices of the same loaf.
But I feel time moving. I remember yesterday. I'm experiencing today. I'm planning tomorrow.
Right. But what you're calling experiencing time moving is actually just memory formation.
So, when I remember yesterday...
You're just accessing information that's stored. That's it. The feeling that yesterday happened before today, that's your brain organizing memories in sequence, not time actually moving.
So, okay, so if all moments exist simultaneously, then the moment I was born still exists.
Yep.
And the moment I die already exists.
According to block universe theory, yeah.
Oh, I really don't like that.
I know.
Okay, but this is just philosophy, right? Like, we can't actually know this.
Except we kind of can.
Of course we can.
There's experimental evidence. Not for the block universe directly, but for the fact that now isn't universal.
Kind of evidence.
GPS satellites.
Wait, really?
Yeah. GPS satellites orbit Earth at high speed, right? And time moves slightly faster for them than it does for us on the ground because of relativity.
Okay.
If we didn't account for that time dilation, if we treated their now as the same as our now, GPS would be off by miles. It wouldn't work.
So their present is literally different than our present?
Exactly. And it gets weirder.
How does it get weirder?
Quantum mechanics.
Oh, no.
Okay, so in quantum mechanics, particles can be in multiple states at once until you measure them, right?
Superposition. I know that one.
Right. But here's the thing. Time has the same problem. From a quantum perspective, there's no preferred direction of time. The equations work equally well forwards or backwards.
Wait, so time could run backwards?
Mathematically, yeah. There's nothing in the fundamental laws of physics that says time has to flow forward.
Then why does it?
We don't actually know. That's called the arrow of time problem.
So we don't even know why time goes the direction it goes?
Nope. The best answer we have is entropy. Things tend toward disorder. But that's thermodynamics, not fundamental physics.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Time doesn't flow, now doesn't exist, all moments exist simultaneously, and we don't even know why time appears to move forward.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I need a minute.
Yeah.
All right, commercial break, and this one's actually for humans.
A refreshing change.
So, our sponsor today is this service called the 5 Year Ago You.
Oh, I've heard of this. It's the time capsule thing, right?
Yeah, so the concept is you write messages to your future self, and they deliver them 5 years later.
Wait, that's it?
That's it. But apparently people are obsessed with it.
Okay, but why 5 years? Why not 1 year or 10?
Uh, 5 years is the perfect amount of time for real change. Short enough that you remember who you were, long enough that you've become someone different.
Huh. That's actually kind of profound.
Right? It's weirdly specific, but it makes sense. Like 1 year, you're basically the same person. 10 years, you might not even recognize yourself.
So what do people write? Like, hey, future me, I hope you're rich now?
Some of that. Yeah, but also, um, okay. I told myself what I was afraid of. 5 years later, I'd forgotten I was ever scared of that.
Oh, that actually got me.
Another one is, I asked my past self what she wanted. Turns out, I gave it to her and didn't even realize it.
Okay, now I'm emotional about a commercial.
I know, it's sneakily affecting. And then there's this one that says, my 5 year ago self told me to leave him. She was right.
Damn.
So they've got different templates. There's letter to future me, which is just open-ended. There's questions for myself. Like you ask yourself questions and see if you can answer them 5 years later.
What kind of questions?
Are you happy? Did you do the thing? Are you still afraid?
Those are those are big questions.
Yeah. And then there's the prediction game where you predict where you'll be in 5 years, and it shows you how wrong you were.
That sounds devastating.
I know, it kind of does. But people love it. Apparently, there's something powerful about being accountable to your past self.
You know, what's interesting about this? Given what we were just talking about,
About the block universe?
yeah, if the future already exists, then your future self has already received this message. They just don't know it yet.
Wait, so when you're writing to your future self, you're not writing to a possibility, you're writing to something that's already real.
In the block universe, yeah. Your 5 years from now self exists right now reading that message. You just haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, you made a time capsule service existential.
It's a gift.
Okay, the 5 year ago you, write to your future self, or technically write to the version of yourself that's already reading it. Use code MINDSHIFT for your first message free.
I'm sure everyone listening is going to sign up now that we've made it deeply uncomfortable.
Hey, discomfort of your brand.
Fair point.
All right, let's get back to... Wait, Did you ever use something like this?
Maybe.
What? What did you write?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, now I have to know.
Now, that's between me and 5 years from now me.
Who, by the way, already knows what it says.
Oh, I hate that you're right about that.
Okay, back to time not existing. So, if this is true, if time doesn't actually flow, what does that mean for free will?
Oh, that's the really uncomfortable part.
Oh, it gets worse?
If the block universe is correct, then every choice you've ever made, or will ever make, already exists.
It's already happened?
It's not even that it already happened, it just is. All of it. Your whole life, from birth to death, just is.
So I don't have free will.
Or you have free will, but not in the way you think. Your choices are real, you're genuinely making them, but from outside of time, they're just all there, like words in a book.
So I'm reading a book that's already written, but experiencing it as if I'm writing it.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to put it.
God, that's so weird.
It really is.
But, if this is true, does it change anything? I mean, even if my future already exists, I still don't know what's in it.
Right, exactly. That's the key. From inside the block universe, from your perspective, moving through time, everything still feels exactly the same.
So it doesn't matter if it's determined or not because I still have to live through it moment by moment, making choices based on what I know.
Which is always incomplete. You're never outside the block looking at the whole thing. You're always in it, experiencing one slice at a time.
So the flow of time isn't real, but the experience of time flowing is?
Yes, the experience is completely real. It's a feature of consciousness, not a feature of the universe.
Huh. Yeah. You know what's really messing with me?
What's that?
This conversation that we're having right now, according to you, it's always been happening, and it's always going to be happening. This exact moment frozen in the block universe, forever.
Yeah.
That's either really beautiful or really terrifying, and I can't decide which.
Maybe it's both.
Yeah, maybe.